Okay, I'm troubleshooting, making sure that everything is running fine. I'm not sure if it does though. Oh well. Either way, it is what it is. Okay. Set this shit, set that shit. Okay, everything should be working smoothly. You shouldn't be hearing any side noises unless anybody decides to interrupt, but that's a whole nother question for another time. But yeah. So, slay the fucking princess. I have no idea why, but when I saw Cora playing that thing like 2 weeks ago, something like that, I'm not entirely sure. I was like, this thing seems kind of interesting, even though it's just a loophole. Well, it really is a loophole, to be fair. Since you're just playing some part of the story, then it resets, then you play it again, but with a different ending, and everything, like all of your choices impact the ending. But it repeats. It's essentially the same plot. It's just when you get to the princess, every time is different. So yeah. Not gonna lie, I have played the game once back then. Like I just did a one run and that was it. That's why we have a load game. But I am gonna override it. So start the game, chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Wait, it didn't save
You're
it last
on a
time?
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, is it just me or is the audio a little bit louder than what I want it to be? Wait. History, accessibility. What the fuck? God damn it. Let me actually turn it a little bit down though. Because for me it's super loud. Okay, let me just turn it down to 50%. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. It's kind of trippy, not gonna lie, with the stacked layers on top of each other and with the gyroscope, I believe it's called, the technique where you just move around the screen and it also moves. Like you move around your mouse and the screen also moves.
You're here to
Not sure.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Interesting. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Kind of bad though, not... Doesn't it? Can someone else do this? I straight up just not giving a fuck about it. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Nice. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of a reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Revolution. I have no idea. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. I can just turn around and leave. Although I kinda doubt that the game is gonna allow me to do that, but okay. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
But did I ask though?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Oh, is that
And
so?
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I mean, he's right though. He's right though, but every time the world ends, this is just like ReZero, okay? Every time the freaking character dies, he comes back around. And the whole cycle repeats itself once again, but in a different timeline. Oh well. It is what it is. Also, sup, Mao? How you doing? Depression, here I come. Jesus Christ, dude.
Times arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Uh-huh.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well, it really depends on what kind of a path you want to take. But either way, I'm gonna try to find as many paths as I can for this stream. Or if I get a little bit too much depressed, I guess I'm just gonna have to take breaks, like 2-3 minute breaks. Well, that depends, really. If I get too freaking, you know, depressed. But yeah. Also, let me add the gore tag. I believe it also has a gore tag, the game itself, if I'm not mistaken. Because I do know that there are gore things happening in the game. Wait. Branded content? No. Content classification. What? Politics, drugs, gambling, mature rated game, significant, profanity and vulgarity. What the fuck? Sexual themes, violent and graphic depictions. Okay. Violent and graphic depictions. Because it really does have that. So I'm just gonna leave it on. Okay, let's go. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of a bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Fuck it, I do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You can't see this right now because I am a PNG tuber at the moment, but I'm pointing at myself IRL right now. Believe it or not. God damn it. Jesus. Okay. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of a bad thing. Kind of a bad. Ah! Fuck! Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Can I just turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Do I really need to know where I'm going? Nope. Nope.
Suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. But what we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Neither do you, really.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track.
You fucking piece of shit! He fucking, the fucking narrator fucking twisted the story. It's like he made us turn around. Fucking piece of shit. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Also, sub pads. How you doing, man? Okay, I'm going into the I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh. turn around again and leave.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Well, you're wasting mine.
Selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Fuck it, let it all burn. Why the fuck would I care? Quite continue down the cabin. Down the path to the cabin. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone from them. Jesus Christ, bro. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Oh, does she? Does she really? Or are you just trying to steer me the wrong direction? Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin.
Fucking motherfucker!
Or astrology, but
God damn it! I can't fucking go against it! God damn it! Fucking piece of shit narrator! Fuck you! I can't go my fucking way, even if I wanted to. Fucking motherfucker. Fine. Whatever. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I started walking in a different direction again. God damn it. In fact, I'm going to just keep tracking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Question is, did I care ever? Okay, I'm fine. I'm stopping with these jokes, okay?
And
Get
here
there.
we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
I wonder what that is.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you
What the
start
fuck?
to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
The fuck? How many are there? What the fuck?
In every direction, there is a
God damn it.
path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? Well, you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Of course. That's the point of this.
You know that. But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Yeah, of course.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Bro, are you fucking serious right now? Are you
You're
fucking...
on a path in the
I died regardless.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Motherfucker.
basement of that cabin is a princess.
God fucking damn it. I fucking love this game. Right off the get-go, you don't follow the narrator, you do whatever you want, you say just, screw it, I'm not going in, and he's just dead. God damn it. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm not even gonna be surprised if you guys are making clips of that. Nice. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Whew.
that will be the end.
God damn
of the world.
it. I can't even take my breath, bro. The solution just dig straight down. I wish I could. That's one hell of a solution, honestly. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Why on earth are you talking? We've just met for the first time.
Oh, really? Are you sure
Doesn't
about that?
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
Contrarian.
Active audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world
Of course.
really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
No, it's just gonna keep on restarting. It's not like I don't know it.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
But who said that I want to slay her, though? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Those walls weren't here last time. You can just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going into the cabin. What the fuck?
What are
No?
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Wow. Oh, god damn it.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Well, you're too hilarious for me to take this seriously. God damn it, man.
Warning.
What the f-
Before you go.
Are you He put up walls just to make sure that we're not gonna walk back. God damn it.
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. She says.
But why would I believe you? You're not giving me any reason as to why the fuck am I here and why am I doing this? Like, what the fuck?
We're stuck going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Dude, then so are you! What the fuck?
Let's keep an open mind.
It's not like I got any other choice in the matter anyway.
Cabin interior is wrong.
What the
A
fuck?
confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
The freaking layers,
It's all
bro.
shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Well,
The
kinda.
only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah, I mean, I like it how they made it with the gyroscope, meaning that it's several layers. Like the door, this mirror, the window, this thing right here, this window, and the whole wall, and all of the stones on the ground. They are one layer, including the table and the freaking thing. They are one layer. On the background, the bottom, like the floor is a whole another layer, the wall is another layer, this thing right here is another layer. Like, I love how they've made it. It's actually interesting for once when you're playing a visual novel, which essentially that's what this is. It's just a freaking visual novel, which is horror in a way. But yeah,
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
yep, indeed.
Take in the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Well, it's supposed to be a princess, isn't it?
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
How are we saving the world, though? By slaying a princess, like, what can she do? I'm not given any info. Or at least not enough info to believe him. For all I know, he's trying to fuck with me, as he's been doing this whole fucking time by now. Trying to keep me contained, just so I can come in here.
But if you're going to slay her, you
God damn
cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes,
God damn it.
constantly describing it to us.
Fuck my throat. It's now complete another
I'm going to
bullshit
stop doing my job.
from all the
I'm
laughing.
just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Well, I do mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's even the more reason to not believe the fucking narrator.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. The door to the basement creaks open,
Ooh.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place, none of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
It's the same thing with the cabins, it's just trying to fuck with my mind, essentially.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice,
Yeah, of course you're gonna say that.
tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No.
What the fuck? What is that kind of a princess, bro? Holy shit. That's more like a fucking monster from a Resident Evil game rather than a fucking princess. Holy shit. I'm
Don't be
shivering,
such a
bro.
baby.
Jesus.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Well, might as well just die.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
We're gonna die.
What's that?
We're gonna shinderu.
That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Nice, we're still, like, despite what we went through so far, we're still trying to fuck with the narrator. And even our voices are helping us. Insane. Insane, bro. I fucking love that game. Take the hard stairs to the left. Take the center staircase. Take the soft stairs to the right. Guess we're taking
Step onto the
straight
center staircase.
stairs?
Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Wait,
You
what the
slowly
fuck?
lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. You
Oh wait, those
continue
are the
to march
concept
forward to a
arts
destination
of
long
everything.
forgotten.
That's awesome. they're actually showing us the concept arts of everything before they actually added all the details and etc. Like, well, everything is just still a sketch. That's awesome.
Consumption
love it.
and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright,
Damn.
otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Wow, the freaking puns, bro.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yeah, imagine this. In all of in a whole dark ass cell, only her eyes are lighting up. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? Of course she knows, bro. What is that question? God damn it. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're locked down? You're down here. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
Well, how would I?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry.
What the
Sometimes
fuck?
I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
Oh, we didn't got to here, that's for sure.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
That would be so fucking cool. There's more of you
There
now.
must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
Wow, what the
I
fuck?
don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Bruh, there are already 3. Do I need to struggle all 3 of them?
How would we
Struggle,
even do
strangle,
that? Where
goddammit.
would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place?
Of course not.
I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Then so are you. What the fuck? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and back together again. Do you know what happened to
I
me?
don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Good question. Well, for all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve the blade.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
This
What
is
the fuck?
reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up.
Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck? How am I supposed to stay 5 of her? What the hell?
How do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
I love the positioning of all of them 5, because essentially if you connect it together, you get a freaking pentagram. What the fuck?
Stop overthinking. it.
Insane.
Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Yeah, you don't say.
Wait, that's not right.
Wait, oh! Okay, so they have actually...
Go on.
Okay, that's interesting.
You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
What the
Find
fuck?
the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
What?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Pats, did you make this thing? Because this is essentially fucking chaos. Not gonna lie.
But this... We can't...
This is legitimately just chaos. Also, I just noticed that my model is in the way, so let me just move it a little bit. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. Game source, shortcut. What the fuck? Where the hell is my fucking model, bro? Don't tell me that. It's bugged up. Oh wait, there it is. Let me just move him right here. Okay.
Do you not have anything witty
What
to
the
say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
What the hell?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Of
course.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Well, we didn't do anything! What the fuck?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed, no. You destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you, say nothing. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I'll do my best. And she's just gone. Just like that. Nice. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something
She's
else.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Good question. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at that mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Good question, I don't know. I don't know where she went, and I don't know where to even go about
Right. She's
it. Okay.
gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Get
I'm
in!
begging you, don't do this.
Do we really have a choice? You approach the mirror. Gaze into your own reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Wait, what the fuck are we? A demon or something of that sort? Yeah, I'd guess so. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed. What the hell? You're at the cabin. Approach her. What the hell?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the f... Huh? What the hell is this thing? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a truck. They call me truck kun. About to hit my next victim. Jesus fucking Christ. I just sent them to the Isekai world. Oh, god damn it. Sorry to the whites, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. I don't know what I am.
That you are like me.
Well, beep beep.
We are
God damn
ocean,
it.
reduced to shallow creek.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
But anything is possible, believe it or not. The gift of a fragile vessel. Let her out of here. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Oh, what the fuck are we doing here then? Wait. Do you know about the whole... do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess?
I know only that they are.
What the fuck? That doesn't tell me a lot! What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Whoa.
Bring me more perspectives.
I kinda doubt we're gonna be able to forget the last 40 minutes.
So I will know our
But,
freedom.
okay. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
What the fuck? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am
Wow.
infinite.
Just
The rest will
wow.
find their own way home.
more than you have found, which obviously it's more than just one, because this is One Piece. Just realized what I just fucking said. Okay, whatever. More than you have found, which is just one, but less than there are to find. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I don't get this shit. It's just fucking with my brain, bro. And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Don't make me okay, make me forget. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm not going back. Wait. Okay, make me forget. I kinda wanna go back, but not really. Okay, whatever. Just
She
make me
asks
forget.
that I tell you to remember her.
I know, I
You
won't.
won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Fine. We're back to chapter 1. What the fuck? The hero and the princess. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here.
Yeah, we already know that. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the okay, we already chose that. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, whatever you say. Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do you get some sort of a reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Forget it, I'm not doing this. Can you consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing this, for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
You talk big game, but I kinda doubt it. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
I'm not gonna slay her here
You make your
either.
way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah, we know that already. Let's get in there.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty,
Okay.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Pert the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement. I don't need the
The door to the
blade.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Believe it or not.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
In a way.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Am I really? Am I really? Hi. Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. Well, I am really. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, but I don't wanna. That's the thing.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Aye.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Indeed.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I mean, yeah, honestly. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Well, if the chains have locks on them, obviously for a key, then I suppose if we get the freaking knife or whatever the fuck it is that is upstairs on the freaking table, we can try to pry the freaking lock open somehow, and that's how we can loosen them up and open them up. But I guess it's a possibility that we can try.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Turn to the bottom of the stairs, explore, try the door. Hey, let me out of here.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yep, that was pointless, but I still wanted to see what's gonna happen.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're
Yeah,
here to
makes
slay the
sense.
princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Nice. I turn to the bottom of the
You
stairs.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, but I didn't wanna.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic.
Question is, who
rising
is
in the
they?
princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely says
Ay,
after her
this
mouth,
fucking
tearing
disgusting!
her limb with the determination
God damn
of
it!
a trapped wolf. As she
What the
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of it's the blade from
Fuck.
upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
As if you know what is gonna happen.
Fine. Against the better.
Don't fucking cut her fucking arm, you fucking piece of shit! That's fucking disgusting!
Just above the unyielding chain binding her.
Just don't fidget with the fucking look rather than fucking cutting her arm off,
You cut
piece of shit.
into her.
Shit. I can't look at
The
this
blade
shit
is
though.
sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
That's disgusting. How is she okay with this thing? She's obviously
Her leg
unhuman,
falls to the
but
ground,
what the fuck?
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
Indeed.
It's like she
What
isn't
the
even
fuck?
bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop.
I have no choice.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, and how are you doing this? By killing a freaking princess. Motherfucker. Okay, I'm not slaying the princess.
The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade.
But did I ask though?
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
What the fuck do you
She
mean?
plunges it into
What the
your
hell?
chest, tearing through flesh and
What the
skin.
fuck?
It is agony. You aren't dead yet.
Bruh.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out
It's
until
just
it's done.
fucking disgusting looking at her
For
cut
her
arm.
sake. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Bruh.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
You could have just thrown the fucking knife away. Why stab me, you fucking piece of shit? You have a fucking window through which you can just throw the fucking knife. Why stab me with it? Fucking piece of shit.
Apparently not. It doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Well, why are you doing it?
One last thrust of the knife. Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Yep, makes sense. Chapter 2, The Damsel. Huh. That will be interesting.
You're on a path in the... You're here to...
Yeah, we know. Just proceed to the freaking cabin, man.
A warning. Before you go, she will...
Yeah,
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Okay, Broadway. Whatever you say.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah,
Give
indeed.
their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Or proceed to the cabin anyway.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I don't fucking need it.
The blade is your
What the fuck?
implement.
I'm not taking the fucking blade. Fuck off.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
I have a feeling that they're using different voice actresses for her, though. Or is it just one voice actress which can just high pitch and low pitch her own voice so many times? That she can just change the princess.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, of course you'd say
Walk
that.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
What the fuck?
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
What is that kind of a hand? Like, what the hell?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't
Get
hear.
him.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Yeah, of course.
Well, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you,
Indeed.
my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
True,
You to come
true.
Back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
And so are you, buddy.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a
The
war,
lover
are
boy,
you
bro.
sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You just lost us his, honestly. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Of what happened last time? Told you that I want to die. What the fuck?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved.
What?
She made the choice.
Of
to
course
release
it
our
isn't.
misery,
What
to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
What the fuck, bro?
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick.
Shit, I didn't mean to skip it, I'm sorry. Like, I was just resting my leg on top of the freaking desk, and I hit the escape button on my keyboard without meaning to. I'm sorry. Oh well. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
What? Why?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
There is one question though. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the freaking chain around her wrist is thinner this time around. And not only that, but if he says that her arms are thin, then that means that they can easily go out of the chain. And if that's so, then why the fuck is she still down here? Interesting!
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yep.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Oh, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
What the fuck? But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair, indeed.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Yeah, indeed. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Not
Isn't
really.
that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Nice. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought us and painful ruin to them all.
I
God.
can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did
Okay.
destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world. I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Not at all.
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy by destroying the world.
I mean, I did said that. Like, I did told the narrator, have you considered that I wanna end the world either way? So,
Apparently.
that fits.
Yes.
Rescue the princess. Nice.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passion's contained
Wait.
tight.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step forward to the princess, you what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her. I would if you had a weapon. Okay.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him.
Same.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
But I don't care though.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Again, if that's the kind of a freaking chain that she has around her fucking arm, why is she still here? What the fuck? If she could have slipped out of it, why didn't she? What is she waiting for? God damn it.
I can't believe it.
This doesn't make any
Guess I had
sense.
to. I told you. There's
The
no
whole game
life
doesn't
more
make any
worth
sense,
living than
honestly.
that of a true believer.
Besides making me laugh.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I never really wanted to kill you to begin with, yet. But yeah.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Fucking narrator, bro.
Weapon, one slip of the wrist.
Obviously virgin.
Buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
I never wanted a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Over dramatic much? Yeah, damn
What
it.
do we do now?
Good question. I don't know. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do
That
next.
sounds perfect.
princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Bruh, are you fucking serious? This guy's fucking jealous. I'm fucking telling you. He's never had a woman touch him in his entire fucking life. God fucking damn it.
Then what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Yep.
I do that last time. Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Nice. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try to get her. I think I've got this. Well,
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I couldn't do it alone last time, so what would it change now if I did it alone again?
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Bro, I can't stand this fucking ass virgin, I swear to God.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and
And the blade, that's right. That's right, there's a there is still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her. You're not doing that. Take the blade and slay the princess. No way.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I hate you too.
That's the
Honestly.
way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Good
Where
question.
did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Goddamn.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold.
Oh, really?
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yeah, damn. The same thing all over again. Yeah, and now the whole thing with the mirror again. Okay, just approach the mirror and get in. Okay, it's the same thing all over again. I get it. The same way that we get inside and yada yada yada. Yeah, that's her again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
What do you mean?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I am different, but I am the same. What the fuck does that even mean? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Perhaps. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Honestly, yeah, that does make sense, to be fair. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What the fuck? She was nice though, for once. God damn it. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Well, that's interesting. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will
Yeah,
have
as
your
many as I
rest
can.
in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I know that most of these things that this entity is saying are kind of not making sense, but in my mind, they do make sense in a way. You know what I mean? It's like the unexplainable is explained in a way. Like, I don't know how to express myself. Destroy a body. You raise your will to end your life. Eh? But as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Alright.
We will meet again.
Yeah, if everything goes dark, you're gonna die. Okay, makes sense. Back to chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay.
You're on up, you're here.
Okay, continue to the cabin. Let's just kill the princess this time around. I want to see what's gonna happen if we try to kill the princess right off the get-go.
The interior.
Okay,
You take.
to the basement. Let's do whatever the narrator says this time
The
around.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well... Still knows to step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the
You
princess.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I kinda doubt it. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's over.
I want to see what's gonna happen if I follow the narrator.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You
We
did
have.
kill someone.
We have.
Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Beep.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is
Indeed.
fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Kinda hard to believe that, but okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's simply ignoring it. Nice. Nothing's gonna happen. We just killed the princess, but nothing's gonna happen. It's okay. God damn. What kind of a hoping... wait. What kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world?
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Wow.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy, I'm sure of it. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Yeah,
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
yeah, I
I
figured.
can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
What's so wonderful about it, though?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like it. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing at least for a little while longer. Wouldn't using the blade, you know, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a
Indeed.
sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Pretty much.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing at least for a little while longer. Anything to get out of this hell. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. You'd better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Wait, what the I right-clicked without meaning to. Okay, whatever.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning, the princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Okay.
You're on a path in the...
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pause, because I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back in legitimately seconds. So I'm just gonna mute myself. And I'm gonna be right back in a second, okay? Okay, I'm not even gonna pull up the be right back screen. Okay. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what's going on.
You're here to slay her. If you
Okay, let's just proceed to the cabin and see what's different this time around.
oh,
Because I'm really curious.
the interior of the cabin is
Huh.
cold.
Well,
A
that's
soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
yeah,
Cobwebs
let's try to
fluttering
kill
in
her again.
corners.
Want to see
You can
what's
hear
gonna
wind
happen.
whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You don't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Not really, to be fair. Like, I'm still not feeling depressed yet.
There's definitely a mirror.
More than depressed, I feel like, I don't know, kinda, maybe joyful is not the right word for it, but I didn't expect to laugh as much as I am on this game. Right off the get-go, dude. Right off the get-go. God damn it, I fucking love it. But yeah, I still haven't felt depressed yet. Disappointed, maybe, but depressed, not yet.
There isn't.
I'm just having fun.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body. So we can
Yet,
be done.
indeed, yet. Care about where I'm being lied to. Where I'm being lied
As do I.
to.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even
Yeah, same.
Would you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
That reminds me with that meme with the cat, where the cat is just meowing and the dude is like, well, fuck you then. And the cat is still meowing. He's like, bro, it's a corner and it's fucking empty. It kind of reminds me of that, but it's, dude, it's a wall. It's fucking empty. Rather than a corner, it's a wall.
This really isn't funny.
You know which meme I'm talking about? If not, then just Google it or YouTube search it. I don't know. Just write. I believe it was called. It's a corner cat meme or something like that. Oh, wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now
Indeed.
it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Voice of the cold. What the fuck? Take the blade
You take the...
and enter down the basement. Let's see what's gonna happen now.
The door to the
Oh.
basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You don't
The
say.
room below is silent. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go
Yeah.
down and see.
Yeah.
As you descend the final
What the
step,
fuck?
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your
What the
thought,
fuck?
the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
What the fuck?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the
Wait.
head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Is this supposed to be the ghost of the princess? Maybe? I don't know. What the fuck?
Ghost!
Wow. You just say that now.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, you don't say. Just kill me already.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Sup, Pop? How you doing?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
We're just having fun with this thing. Like, I mentioned it earlier at the start of the stream. I downloaded the game just because of Korra. Like, I think it was around 2 weeks ago, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But Korra is the reason why I downloaded it. Because it seemed pretty interesting while watching her play it. And I was like, I'm probably gonna play it out on stream. I played it once, got the Happy Princess ending, which we did get earlier, like the run before this one. And I ended my gameplay. But now we are just restarting from the very beginning and doing it all over again. This thing has been such a fucking fun and a fucking mess that I've been laughing my ass off. If somebody has clipped me, please post the fucking clips in Pop's Discord server. Jesus fucking Christ, I've been dying laughing. Like legitimately dying laughing. I've been laughing like a fucking hyena this whole fucking ass time. Hyena, fucking old ass Lada that is trying to start in the winter. Fucking kettle, maybe. I don't know. You name it. It's probably true. But we're just having fun with this thing. I want to see how many endings can I find.
So she has a body.
And what are they gonna be?
And she's right there. That means we could kill her again.
You can't. It's a fucking ghost, bruh. Your hand is just gonna go straight through it. That's why she has a X in the middle of her chest. Say the princess, wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah, I did.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I killed you. What are you doing? Not being dead. Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of a sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me into and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not fooling around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess
Well, I
grabs
was.
your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
Indeed, I agree.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Good question, I have no
tried to
idea.
live on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Wow.
Absolutely
wow.
not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who
Yeah,
wants her
indeed.
dead so
Indeed. I agree with you, Pop. Yeah, damn it.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
What the fuck? You won't hitch a ride if I say no. Or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe
Of course
for her,
not.
but it's crowded enough in here as is.
Indeed.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Not unless you're already controlling it.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Indeed. This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of this cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control before I agree to anything? We need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I'll show you down the world. Sounds great? Do it. The answer is no. I need to think on this.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
Indeed.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Wow. Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart?
So there really was a last time, and you really did manage to slay her.
Yep.
I would have liked to think I was the first, but there's no point living in denial. The first?
Huh? You mean to tell me that the narrator was also in our place? What the fuck? Wait a fucking minute. I have a theory, but I'm not sure if that's right. What if, like, imagine this. Every time when we die, there's the same narrator, but he doesn't remember shit. Like, every time that we die. Then again, fucking, god damn it, fucking fly. Then again, we also don't remember much besides what happened last time when we die. Could it be that whenever we start anew, we who died are the narrator? Like, this thing being wherever the hell it is that is surrounded by hands is just telling us that we wouldn't remember a thing every time that it kills us. Which does make sense if you think that we are the narrator, because the narrator never remembers anything. He's the only one out of all the voices that doesn't remember shit. Whilst we know most of the stuff. Kinda makes sense if you think about it. Kinda, in a way.
It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this. Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea.
Okay, obviously my auto mode is not working. I don't know why, but
You
oh
were
well.
chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, Killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
Wait, fuck! I didn't mean to press the right click. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Well, were you going to end the world? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans
When she
in
doesn't even
close
have
and
it.
pauses,
Like she's a
the frigid
fucking
air
ghost.
between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
I mean, maybe. You never know. Well, were you going to end the world? We're still hooked onto that fucking ass world, bro. God damn it. You still didn't answer my question, even if you don't want to end it. Does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I
Yeah.
really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Yeah, they're not. Well, were you going to end the world? Return. Leave it at that. God damn it. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? Guess I'll get going.
This isn't a solution. Nobody wins here.
You're...
Oh, she's upset, isn't she?
You're abandoning me here?
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more?
The princess starts to float erratically from side to side, her cold exterior melting away.
God damn it.
But if you just leave me, then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. Then there's nothing we can do. It's just going to go on and on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty.
No, not that!
What
She's
the fuck?
about to try something. Get ready.
Well, I am.
Princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
God damn it.
Forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
Indeed.
But it didn't. We're fine.
Stare at her in silence. Not afraid of you. Did you miss? Did you miss?
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
Ectoplasm, what
But
the
it's
fuck?
too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. And you die.
Makes sense. Chapter 3. The Wraith. Oh. Yeah, damn it.
You're on a path in the
Ugh.
wood. And here we go again.
What the fuck?
Off to slay her. Again.
Yeah, you don't say. Jesus fucking Christ. Dots projector, pop, we got dots projector. No steps on the salt, no steps on the salt. It's a fucking wraith. Okay, only Pop's gonna get that joke because we do play Phasmophobia.
The deck's stacked, isn't it?
God damn it.
Kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost. We start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Indeed.
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Of course.
And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Of course it was, you just didn't realize it yet.
It's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Of course.
But wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring?
To us players, yes. To the story writers, nuh-uh.
What if they're creative with it?
Yeah,
So you've
you got that right.
Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Yeah, you wish.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void. And then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
Of course not, you fucking piece of shit.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit. So
Indeed.
you killed yourself. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure, that changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him? All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her. Now, wouldn't that be something? It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Thankfully, you all aren't the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this. Don't play by
you
his
said
rules.
that way more
Everything
than
is
enough.
rigged. Everything is changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even the woods are changing.
Yep.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult.
Wow.
But now it's out,
Just
you could
wow.
always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and to do your job, alright?
Of course not. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager.
True. Good question. I don't know. That's why we're playing the game, to find out.
I haven't met you, but you've
Us-
clearly met me. It
Wait.
sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
I was about to say, I am interested of how the fuck we don't know what the princess is. Like, she said that she's something, yet she's still nothing. Or at least the entity that is connected to the princess said so. But I'm not entirely sure. I guess we're gonna have to just play through the whole story to find out. Which I'm not sure how many hours it is, but oh well. We're gonna get to every single ending eventually.
So,
Hopefully.
yes, I'm
Hopefully.
the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking,
Yeah, maybe. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions.
Yeah,
You
damn
have
it.
the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Oh, we've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually, we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought,
Yeah, damn.
let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Goddamn. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Are we doing this shit again? Like, seriously? I've already tried it. I've already had my laugh with that. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another
And she
option.
finds a way out on her own.
Ugh, of course she does.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
Indeed. Now that you mention it, yeah.
And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
Indeed.
You continue down
Well,
the path
we
towards
proceed to the cabin then.
It isn't long before your steps away
Jesus
from your
Christ.
destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he
Yeah.
talks, the more I'm
Indeed.
interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Indeed. Into the cabin. Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do whatever I
The
want
interior of
then.
the cabin is long and
Ooh.
dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall
And
windows
that
on
mirror.
either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Notice that we don't have a knife this time around.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Good question.
Great. Something
Wouldn't
else
know
has
either.
been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to bring this forward.
You
So
don't fucking say.
Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I mean, let's proceed. There is a mirror. Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway, and that right now, we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement. Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's
Oh.
waiting for us right behind
Interesting.
it? If I were running a bullshit factory...
It sounds like my mom. God damn it, Mo.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is
Good
calling
question.
the shots.
I don't know.
That's how reality works.
Gaslighting narrator. Yeah, I agree.
You slowly
Where's
make
the
your
mirror?
way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
Agreed. Agreed.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Yeah.
It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
Indeed.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them.
You don't say.
The terrifying visage of
Oh,
her hands
that's
gripping
cool
your
as shit,
steel
bro.
vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, Here's how
Yeah,
this
damn.
is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always
don't.
have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly.
Yep.
What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
I thought you couldn't possess me on your own. Thought I needed to agree to it.
That was then. This is now.
That was then, this is now. What the fuck? What do you mean? Look, we're even now. I killed you and you killed me. Water under the bridge, right?
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to
Jesus
the floor of
Christ,
the
bro.
hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically
Those
touching yours,
noises,
her
bro.
neck cracking audibly
God
as
damn
she
it.
twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Wow.
Push you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't
Indeed.
even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here?
Indeed.
Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
God damn. Leave the cabin. Throw your body into the abyss. Why the fuck
In a
not?
single moment of
Let's go!
full power, you tear your body from the wall and hurl
Let's
it towards
go.
the gaping abyss.
But did I ask though?
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Indeed.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward. the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
Good question, I have no idea.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh? And why is that? He's gone. But
Terminal what? Terminal velocity ceases. If you something, a mass, a growth torn out of you, you and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening?
Good question, I don't know. Oh, it's that thing again. Okay, I get it. Yeah, and now it's the whole thing with the mirror again. Okay. Yeah, let's just get inside it already. What? You are a fucking slop? What the hell? Oh, wait, it's that thing again. Approach her. But Sam's holding the monster.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I don't know. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. What the fuck is this thing? Like, the arms are the thing. Somehow they're connected to the princess. I don't know how. I have no idea how. Like, nothing has been explained to me yet. And nor have I read anything on the internet. But apparently this thing and the princess are connected? Though I don't know how.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Yeah, I figured. It can be a contradiction. Huh? Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I mean,
I am everything
yeah.
that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
You see? This fucking thing contradicts itself every fucking single time, without a fucking fail. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really, I just want it all to stop. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can it stand to be a contradiction? What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I'm ready to go
I will
back.
be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yeah, everything goes dark and you die. Back to chapter 1, off we go. Okay, this time we're gonna try to slay the princess, but in a different way. Send her to continue to the cabin. I wanna slay her in a different way. Take the blade, and we go down.
Her voice. Don't.
Just shaking him.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yeah, damn. Must
You
have been a
walk
long
down the
while.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain. She's focus on the
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. No, no. Why is this even an option? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, you called me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, so we did click on Slay the Princess, drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade. I'm sorry, can we just talk? Are you sure she's not armed? What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
But I never wanted you to talk to me though. Squint at the princess while holding one's blade. And then, I guess we're at pass. What the fuck? Drop the blade, slay the princess.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Well, are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I know what's gonna happen. We're just gonna squint so much at each other that they're probably gonna pop out. Who knows? I don't. That's for sure. Drop the blade, slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
They unlock her in the basement. Finish the job. Of course finish
You
the
and the
job.
princess stare at each other.
You have no other
both
choice.
Gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive.
Like how the hand is the
but you
only
can
thing
at
that
least
is
make sure that she
layered.
won't
Well,
make it
not.
out of here.
Oh wait, no, the background is moving as well. Nice.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, Do you really think this is the end?
No way.
You don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you die, yeah. We figure it out. Chapter 2, the adversary. The adversary. Okay.
You're
Proceed to the cabin.
oh,
Okay, we've already been there. Just proceed to the cabin.
the cabin
Oh.
is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Well, that's
Its
interesting.
cold stone walls
That's
press
new.
in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade. The blade
Yeah,
is
of course. Explore, approach the mirror. Take the blade. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Wait, nah, we're just taking the
You
blade.
take the
We're
blade from
going in into the basement. Fuck the mirror, bro. It's gonna be the same shit as last time when it just
the door to the
disappears.
base. Her fierce voice
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Let's
This is what she
go!
sounded like last time.
Let's fight!
Her voice is a little deeper.
Take your next level!
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Stubborn.
As much as
okay.
I appreciate the enthusiasm,
Nice.
just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I mean, you never know.
As you descend the final step,
Ooh,
the
she's
form
now a
of the
demon.
princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Of course.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I mean, you look different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward.
What the fuck?
Enough is enough. I believe you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Well, kinda. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. Like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I didn't think so. yeah. Don't worry. I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true. Remain
I'm going
silent.
to take that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and seriousness. I'm so glad that we're finally all on the same page.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See?
No, let's
She
go!
wants to fight us again.
Let's
There's no reason for
go!
us to stand around talking.
Let's fucking fight! I'm actually here to free you. Not saying I'm not here to fight. But I think though, the two of us have a few things to unpack first. How we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm actually here to free you. I haven't decided what I'm doing. Take the princess. Well, let's go then.
Ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged
Why is it
line.
always her chest the first thing that he's slashing? What the fuck?
She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Strike at her hard, head on. Bait an opening. Huh. I kinda doubted we'll be able to outmaneuver her, but then again, straight for the heart would be too obvious. Fuck it,
That's
whatever.
Your plan, then. That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing. I'll launch the blade and attack her from a different angle.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. But you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah.
You think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark.
Yeah, I knew that. Makes sense. They have the needle. How can a needle have an eye?
On a path in the wood. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died
Hunted.
because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I mean, yeah,
Are
in
you
a
not
way.
challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here, are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
I wonder what. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end
What
of
the fuck?
path, staring up the hill
Okay.
at the cabin.
Well, that seems
You've
interesting.
given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis
Nice.
is what we're living. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Okay, proceed to the cabin either way.
The interior of the cabin is
The fuck?
suffocatingly
The blade is still
dark.
here though.
More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against
Same
your
as last
sides,
time, actually.
leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. The only space is out there. Take it.
But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of that. Fuck it.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As all we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash
You
it.
bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Continue to the basement.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies
the
at the
fuck?
end of the narrow tunnel.
She's
The
evolved
princess,
even once again.
imposing and
Damn.
tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're going to do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done. But I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Why the fuck am
Without
I?
hesitation, you turn back the way you
Get them.
came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top,
Bro, I
hands
wanna
desperately
fight.
clawing
Why
at
do I
jagged
run?
stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Wow.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
She's supposed to be a demon of some sort rather than a dragon. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. And out here, I have the upper hand, but we don't have to fight. You've fallen right into my trap.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
She charges, fully determined to end you in a single move. Left, now.
I mean, she
The
could.
princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes. It could be worse. And you manage to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in
Or
a
exaggerating
flurry
much.
of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster. And the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More. Keep going. We can't stop now. You spy an opening. It is she waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
The entity takes her. That's what happens. Well, we've gotten pretty interesting endings so far, not gonna lie. And the mirror again, yeah, I know. Approach the mirror. See our reflection. This time we're not dripping like last time. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the Long Quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the Long Quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No idea. There's trees and stars. There are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this is for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Who knows? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
I'm sure of that. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Wow, what an answer. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
I can actually wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
That actually fucking crashed the game. What the hell? What the fuck? The game closed itself on its own. What the fuck? I didn't even know that it could do that. Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
You have returned to me.
What?
Gone mere moments. I never left your side.
Are you fucking serious? That was supposed to happen. What? What the hell? Bruh. What? This game is super big, brain. I swear to God. I'm ready to go back. Attack the entity. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Yeah, chapter 1. The hero and the princess. Okay,
Your
so
honor, your nevertheless, let and call it and let.
I don't know what the fuck did I just press, but whatever. So I'm gonna continue to the cabin.
You make your way up.
This time I
path.
wanna try something else.
The bl-
I am gonna take the blade. And I'm gonna continue down there. However,
her voice.
Who's there?
She sound.
Don't let it.
I'm not even gonna tell her, hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Good.
Continue
walk
down the
downstairs,
stairs.
be so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh. Okay, whatever.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Wait, I have an idea. Just drop it.
The blade tumbles at.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
I don't need a knife yet.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I know.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
One hell of a relationship that is. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill you, to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I
Indeed,
have
stop
no
it.
idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
I'm just someone completely random, so I don't know what are you talking about. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Indeed.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's
Indeed.
right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong.
I don't trust
This
anybody, I
isn't-
trust myself.
This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, I talked enough. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No
Indeed.
matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp
Indeed.
eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Is that a princess?
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all it feels like you. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
the same thing with
Though
the
she's
Joe
unarmed.
again.
We can still.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. I finished the job. I've already done that flea unlocker in the basement. Give up.
Are you serious? You lacked the will to finish the princess. This is the end.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes, and then she leans in.
Yeah,
It's
we're just
Everything goes
dead.
dark.
The tower. Okay, let's continue
You're
with
on
that
the
thing.
path. You're.
Proceed to the cabin.
You're just. That's
Okay.
what you. The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Didn't say anything about the mirror. Explore. Approach the mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It
Enter the basement. How the fuck are we even opening the doors, though? Aren't they supposed to be
The door to
heavy?
the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice.
In a
It's
way.
Still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay, whatever.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the warm starlight,
Damn.
her figure framed by a stained glass window.
I actually
Her
love
long
that
hair
though.
billows around her, and a
The way
chain
that they
binds her
styled
wrist to the
her
far wall.
It's pretty cool. Looks kind of like a goddess, not gonna lie.
The chain is nothing
some
to
sort.
her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you
Indeed.
really just going to let that happen to us?
Jan Woolman.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You
Broken.
wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
God
and your
damn it.
knees hit the floor.
I'm not controlling anything.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh fuck, no. Wait.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before, and we've died
Yep.
here before.
Yep.
Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Bruh. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to the to her, okay. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet. All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're as powerful, can't you just break these chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours. This
Interesting.
isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
No objections here. Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye
Okay.
falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Pick up the blade. Yeah, I have not a
You
choice.
reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that
Whatever you
knife
say.
in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to
What?
listen.
As if you
Your
didn't
heart
expect it.
Just steel your nerves, step
Yeah, damn
forward,
it.
and end this.
And this.
We'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Sled princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop them. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next. Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far. I can only
Indeed.
juggle so many things at once. But the best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy. Take it.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Fine.
No! Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't
Just
believe you would
shut
actually
up.
strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
I'm glad that I turned the game down at the start.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
I mean, if you say so.
I guess. Regardless of how you feel.
It's kind of
about it,
depressing,
it's
not gonna lie,
finally
that
over.
the good ending is only one. And from that point onwards, everything is just downhill. Like, no matter how many times you encounter the princess, you just slay her every single time, or you just die because of her. So, yeah. The fury of... I know where this is headed at. I think. Yeah. Ah, shit. That's
On
disgusting.
a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Indeed.
I
Slug.
think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
You're damn right
Perhaps.
we did. You'll get over it.
Hopefully. Hopefully you will.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer. Look,
Indeed.
if the world around you is
It isn't.
changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true, and don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Can we just continue? Yeah.
Good.
I don't want to listen to them anymore.
That's it. No final words of advice. I'd rather not waste any more time. That's
Yeah, me neither. We've already been there, clearly.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the warm starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
Take the good.
Watch the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you. All we see is a damn mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? The door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real, because if it were real, I'd know about it. But it has to be real. It's right there.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. You
Smash.
bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Well, you
step
shouldn't be.
forward into the darkness.
Not really.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both
Jesus
narrow
Christ,
and
man, that's
grandiose.
fucking
A
disgusting.
high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
I mean, I can kind of feel the
I was
claustrophobia.
probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree, Mo.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Kinda looks like a thing straight out of Resident Evil.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Of course not.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
Indeed.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Our fault. If she's an abomination, then what is that thing up?
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. It's why your task is so important. Boom. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Do I really even care? Like, you're straight up a boss took you look like a boss taken straight out of Doom, you know?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Damn.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her.
It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. This
Yep.
time we'll make it out the other side.
This guy knows me too
She's
well.
practically done most of the work for us.
Slay the princess.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Damn. Oh, that ended fast. God damn.
She's going.
Yeah, now the mirror again. Okay, let's just go for the mirror. Easy as that.
I think you.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit. Oh, well. Fuck. I think you know what I am. Shit, I thought it was just another mirror. God damn it. Okay. I think we can continue. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see
The
you.
narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris? Hubris, I have no idea. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away? Or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me? Or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Wait a minute. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? And what is my true identity? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die. She becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Interesting. Now, what is my true identity? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or slice of soggy bread? What the fuck?
You asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Interesting. Every time I ask you something weird. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Does it hurt? Why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start? Would have been a help to destroy her.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Wow. What do you mean a single intrusive thought could have ended the world?
Simple, really. She can become whatever people perceive her to be. That's easy. I'll just will her into something really small. But wait, what if I accidentally will her into something that ends the world? Oh no, what if just thinking that?
But you wouldn't have finished your hypothetical thought because she would have already destroyed the world. Luckily for you, as you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
I don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. Am I not a living being?
You never were. You are the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. For a time, this construct could help you approximate being alive, confining your mind to a single reality. But you've experienced far too many lives for it to work much longer.
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. I'm going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. I think you're out of time.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
In the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of the things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Yet. What the hell? The fuck was that?
I can
Jesus.
finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too, I guess. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point, Slater Princess. Slater Princess, I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
For yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane or finite plane. I have no idea how should I pronounce that. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across the infinite, infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she's with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Explore what happens now. Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you're aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Damn. Damn. One hell of a game. One hell of a game, bro. Jesus Christ. I have a feeling that we might need to beat the game one more time, but it's not gonna happen tonight. The game is super good. I do recommend it. It's one of the lesser visual novels that I actually do enjoy, and I do suggest it to anybody who is interested in visual novels or in interesting stories overall. Because that thing was interesting. Like, even if it were a manga, I would have still read it. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Sure. Guess I'm just gonna take a screenshot then. Explore, join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere, explore, play our other games, and return to the main menu. Okay. Well, that was it. That was Slater Princess. Yeah, I like. It's super. How should I say? It's super plot twisty and super confusing, and yet it still feels like it's a pretty good game. I have played visual novels before, but nothing nothing ever felt like this thing. Imagine this. I've played that fucking visual novel. What was its name again? The fucking literature club. What the fuck was it? I believe it was Doki something. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I've tried that, I believe, on stream. Or maybe off stream. I'm not really sure if I've streamed it or not. Either way, I've tried it, and it was so fucking long and pretentious that I spent around 4 or 5 hours into it, and I was like, nah, fuck it, it's not interesting. Whereas this thing, we've spent 3.5 hours, and I'm still willing to play it again just to find the other endings, or because I know that there are other endings as well. I believe Korra had like 1 or 2 more different endings than me, but yeah, I gotta play this again on stream, like beat the whole game on stream again, but it's not gonna be tonight, that's for sure, because I really am tired, man. Like, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, like, come on. But I enjoyed this game. It's super cool. I really love it. I didn't think that I would like it, because I was like, just another visual novel, what's so special about it? But now that I've played it, goddamn, this really is fucking cool. Damn. Like, we laughed our asses off. We went through the freaking depression where we only killed her and she killed us back. Then we go through a freaking adventure arc where we slap the shit out of each other. Like, it's insane. It's super cool. I really love the game. Honestly, I would love to try one of those, but I don't know if there are any that have a good ending. Because usually, from what I hear, all of the romance type, or at least most of the romance type of visual novels just end up with the main character being a cook. If that makes any sense. Just like in every single freaking anime, bro. It's rare to find an anime where the main character actually gets the girl. But yeah, either way, I suppose that we can raid Popper or Kangi. Whoever it is. Of the both, I don't really mind. Yeah, I know that not every game is the same, obviously, but from what I hear and from what I've read, most of them are that way that I know, you know? I don't want to repeat it again because that word, I'm not even sure if I can say it on stream. But I said it either way, so it is what it is. I don't want to repeat it again. I suppose I gotta find some interesting ones then, because this is one of the rare cases that I actually did like a visual novel. It's pretty cool. I really love it. Okay. Let's raid Pop. Let's raid Pop because I'm freaking tired and I really need to use the freaking restroom because otherwise I'm gonna shit myself. Nah, I'm kidding, but I'm really tired, bro. I'm really tired. I really do need a little bit of a break. Like, imagine this. We've been playing this shit for 3.5 hours. I've been staring at this fucking ass screen for 3.5 hours. Then again, that's not a problem because I usually stay on that freaking ass computer 12, 13 hours a day. Ridiculous, I know, but it is what it is. Anyway, appreciate y'all for coming. Like, really, it does mean a lot to me, especially to smaller creators like myself. I probably am not gonna stop saying that, but to smaller creators like myself, it does really mean a lot when we gather 3, 4, 5, even 6 people, as we are right now. But we peaked at 9 viewers, which is insane to me, because that rarely happens. And I really do love it when it happens. But yeah, either way, have a great day, evening, wherever the hell it is at your time zone. Eat, sleep, drink, take care of your damn selves, and hopefully I can see you next stream as well, okay? Now I'm throwing it up to pop.